Skip, I believe Will had a buyout clause with Florida. Is that some of that money coming into him, or does that go away since he's been named a head coach?
I can't speak to what happened at the University of Florida, but it didn't figure into any decisions that we made here with his contract.
Sure.
No buyout at all.
Yeah,
Is that a factor?
There wasn't a buyout. Was it a factor in hiring him? No, it wasn't a factor. Whether there had been one or whether there wasn't.
Was he your first and only offer?
Well, as I said a few minutes ago, we had a conversation about a year ago, and while the conversation was about a lot of different things, it made an impact on me. And you know, as I said, I'm a former coach. I've been in this game for a long time, different level, of course, and not college football. But I was impressed with a lot of things that happened at the University of Florida. And while the perception is that he didn't win enough games and this, that, or the other, I saw it a little bit differently. Jeremy Foley is a great athletics director, arguably my most favorite in the SEC, has been very kind to me, spoke ravingly about Will Muschamp, as did everybody who worked with him, which did not surprise me. And so he was a guy that I was going to talk to at the appropriate time. And then after we had a very long meeting, and it wasn't about him as much as it was about me. We probably went from 6:30 till 1 in the morning, and then after I slept 3 or 4 hours, I said, I have a few more questions. And I really didn't. I just wanted to be with him. He's a coach, and that's special when you get coaches together, and I was in a great place, and that was exciting. I think he's a great fit for us. You know, the sideline demeanor everybody talks about, and while you don't like to be in that position, I think you like a lot of the other things that go with that, and his effect on his program and his players, and they truly love him. And the text that I got and saw last night from Auburn players speaks volumes.
So was he the first and only offer?
Well, I would never make that comment. The search process was extensive. It was thorough. There isn't a book for this. There isn't protocol. I did speak to numerous athletic directors as we moved into this 6 or 7 weeks ago in a formal way, and I think they all ended up telling me that it's just going to have to be the way you see it needs to be done. And with the people that I mentioned earlier today, that's where we got to. And you know, our deputy athletics director Charles Waddell, I'm sure there were moments through the process he thought I was a little bit crazy, but you know, that's it was great. I enjoyed it. You know, people go, "You're glad this is over." This was exciting. You're talking about the University of South Carolina. I love being here. It's a great sell, and I wanted to sit alongside somebody that felt like I did, and I think Will Muschamp's the man.
Greg Byrne of Arizona made it public that you made an offer to Rich Rodriguez and he turned it down. Did you have a response to that?
Was that? You know, I did not see it. I understood it might have been on Twitter.
Yes.
Only thing I can tell you is on the internet and Twitter, it's not always accurate. So I would say there's some inaccuracies that occasionally you will see.
But it was on his Twitter account.
I can't speak for anything that he put out, but I would tell you that it's inaccurate.
How many people, beyond just conversations that you had, how many people did you interview, how many coaches did you interview for this job?
I mean, face-to-face or on a phone conversation?
Whatever you would consider an interview, beyond a, hey, how you doing?
I'd probably say I talked to 5 coaches at a very serious level, and I talked to some others that were more about some of the 5 that I was talking to, possibly. So that's where it was. And you know, like I spoke earlier about the timetable, to get the season ended on the 28th, and you know, that's where I think I needed to be, and I think that was appreciated by the many coaches that I talked to.